5 of UAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball action. This is brought to you exclusively by ABS-CBN Sports. I'm Don Rojas alongside Doreen Go. And right now, we are witnessing the first set between NU and UE. Santiago. We were just talking about her off the air and her improvement since the last time we saw her play in the UAAP, winning the championship with the University of Santo Tomas in Season 72, and that was 2009.
Yeah, that's right. And we're talking about the 2 years. You know, we were waiting to see how she would play here for NU.
Yeah.
And you were surprised, right, Anton? You were surprised.
Yeah, very surprised. But the past 2 years, the only time we would see Dindin is wearing a jacket, watching NU.
Cheering.
Yeah, cheering. So now, the much-awaited arrival of Dindin and really giving NU such a huge boost here in Season 75 of the UAAP. And she is averaging 23.5 points per game.
Wow. Well, she is the leading scorer in the season so far.
Yeah. Officials conferring with each other. Coach Boy was contesting something. That gives an opportunity to the players to talk amongst themselves.
That was a long discussion.
Yeah. The play resumes. 16-10. NU still on top, looking for its first 2-game win streak since 2010, when they won 2 straight games in the first round against UP and then against UE.
They're hitting error there by Morales. We were talking about the errors of UE. You know, they also have to try to... Their spikes, I'm talking about their offense. They're very inconsistent. You know, when they get the chance to give a good reception, they have to take advantage of that. Because since that is their Waterloo, their service reception, and they get the good one, they have to take advantage by giving a good offense.
And obviously, the offense revolves around the setter because it's she who decides who the ball will go to. But of course, it starts with that first ball. They have to receive it first so to get a good chance to set up their offense. That's right.
And Masangkay has actually been very steady. Given what we were talking about, their reception moves, she has been doing well for UE.
Masangkay in her 4th season as a member of the UE Lady Warriors. Actually sat out 1 year. Season 72, I believe.
Was that due to an injury or?
I can't recall, but she's back.
Oh, that's
there was one season kasi na si Abby Ponon yung main setter ng UE. That was the year that Masangkay was out, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, she's back in the fold, and another point for UE.
For UE, 12 serving 19.
Manansala, according to Coach Boy Dalistan, one of the players to fill in the role vacated by Kite Rosales and Gimberly Dizon. But Boy Dalistan unhappy right now with the showing of his players.
Well, you know, the least you can do is get your services in. That's it, you know. I'm sure Coach Boy wasn't even asking for an ace, but don't commit these service errors.
And UE is committing 38.5 errors in 2 games so far. So actually, these two teams right now on the floor are topping the league in terms of the number of errors committed per game. NU is number 1, UE is number 2.
Although we should have a column for that. Best, well, how do you say it? You can't say worst, so best in errors.
But then that would serve as a reminder for the teams to try and cut down on that. And you actually shot themselves on the foot in their game against Adamson because they were dominating the Lady Falcons in all statistical categories. Services, blocks, and of course spikes. But then when you look at the errors, 44 You're giving away too much.
That's right. Too much free points.
All right, we have another timeout. Let's listen in. NU on top big.
Ano ba problema sa receive? Para na tayong pabaril dyan. Wala naman tayo sa peryahan eh. Service lang sila ng service sa inyo. Inaantay nyo habang gumagalaw yung bola. Ganon din kayo nag-aantay. Yung sa pinakamababa yung bola. Tsaka nyo ibang. Malayo pa yung bola. Lintik na yung kaba niya. Hindi ko maintindihan sa inyo kung anong problema nyo eh. Pwede naman tayo maglaro ng maayos. Ibabamp lang natin para maka-opensa tayo. Hanggat di tayo nakaka-receive ng bola, wala itong papalo eh. Go!
Well said by Coach Boy. He's telling the girls, well, what are you afraid of? The ball hasn't arrived. You're already kinakabahan na kayo. You wait for it, and then you just receive it so that we can get our offense going.
Well, let's see how they will respond here as they try to get a good reception. Let's see. Oops. So Coach Boy just swings his arms around right after reminding his players what exactly he wanted, unable to respond. They have another chance here, but NU has arrived at set point.
Well, a service ace there for NU. They give it back anyway.
But NU already closing in on taking set number 1. Dawis.
That's how many points they scored off that rotation. It's like, oh, Dawis is here. She's in the rotation. Good cover.
Dawis from the middle, blocked. Point for NU. That's it. First set goes to the Lady Bulldogs, 25-13. Coach Francis Vicente in his quest to make it to the Final Four and hopefully the finals, looking to string up their second straight win here in UAAP Season 75. They take the first set, 25-13. You are watching our exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage of the best of volleyball in the collegiate division, only here on Studio 23.